Hello and welcome to Editing with My Wife, now with more numbers. I don't know. My name's the Hooded Philosopher and I'm here with Cheesy Loops. Cheesy Loops, what's this episode about?
This episode is about reuniting family.
Now before we start,
Yes.
you got me these new Buffalo Cheetos.
Buffalo Cheetos.
And I just want to recommend them. They're very good. If you like Buffalo.
So I work at a gas station for anybody who doesn't know. And the Frito-Lay guy came in and said they were brand new and probably not even in our set yet. And so he wasn't sure if they would be able to come in. And as soon as I heard about them, we went to the store and got more. Because my store couldn't get them. We went to another store and got them. Because I knew they were perfect for my hooded.
Alright. What happened last chapter?
What happened last chapter was, after being thrown overboard and towards the river, a little cat stopped him midair and talked to him and taught him how to do rune on his flesh for minimizing impact.
Well, I did it for him, basically.
Yeah, but it also taught him.
Oh.
We learned that cat's name is Warren. So, the story we heard before about testing magic on animals. But before Draylen can officially get out of trouble, Sloane comes down and peeks at him. And Draylen gets thrown into the river because the cat ran away to hide from Sloane. And gets a little bashed up before he escapes the river and sees his friends coming.
Yep, so he's in the middle of a town, or the exit of a town, and they're all on the other side.
Well, they were headed that way anywho.
We'll go back.
And it's my turn to read.
Yay!
Chapter 17, The Bigger Divine. When the boy saw Draylen, he ran toward him, making little happy noises when he hugged him. A small black cat sitting on the roof got Draylen's attention with a meow, a glimmer shining through the golden, glowing ring around its iris. It caught the boy's attention. "What's that?" the boy's hands asked. "That's Warren," Draylen said, looking at Force approaching, trailing Flo. "What is she doing here?" he asked. "I am glad that you are safe. Please accept this with my deepest and most sincere apologies." Force's outstretched hand contained a ring with a ruby gem covered in small runes. "It was crafted to remove any power from the person you touch," she finished, her head low. "I am alive, and if my friends have forgiven you, then I guess I can't. I guess I can. Just don't do it again," he reasoned, giving Flo a wide smile. Oh, hold on. Oh. "You betray me?" a voice came from overhead. Slow came floating down. Nearby, all the people began crowding around. "I figured that I might lose Rokai, but not you, River." "You have not lost me, Sloane. You've lost yourself. Flo has kept me grounded, but you've taken to Rohan. His anger and aggression is unbound. Sorry. Yeah, I know. Weirds. Force tried to reason. "You left us, then only asked for me when Freylik the Vile needed a new child for his awful experiments." Sloane landed. "I hear that you think I've been colluding with him, but what you don't know is we have found a way to stop all of this." "What?"
You said concluding.
"Oh, colluding. You know what? It could be canoodling for all I care. Colluding." He looked to his son in Draylen's arms. "But I'm not here for any of that. I want my son back." The boy was shaking in Draylen's arms. "Where's Auntie?" he asked. His hands trembled. The message was clear. "I didn't know she was here. I didn't know that you were here until Freylik got word of a boy speaking with his hands." I knew it had to be my son. I didn't know that Sloane had come with you. What are you going to do, Sloane? Tresca asked. Wow, that sentence for me was hard. I don't know why. It's a perfectly sound sentence. He responded slowly. If I get my son back, then nothing. What if he doesn't want to go? Flo asked. He's my son, Sloane said flatly. The boy saw Nathaniel. He had walked around behind Sloane. He looked angry. After what you did to my family, I don't think he is safe with you, Nathaniel said, fire in his voice. The boy reached into his pocket and swallowed some of the vial of mind, handing the rest to Draylin. His mind was on fire suddenly. He can hear something else. A voice came to him. I saw what you did. I'm glad you are well. Tresca's voice came into his mind. Please don't kill him. He's my father, the boy pleaded. We don't want to kill anyone, Tresca reassured the boy. Then it was Draylin's voice who asked aloud, Boy, do you wish to go with him? The boy shook his head. Sloane was walking toward him. Come, it's been too long. Let me show you all this world has to offer. He was holding out his hand. The first moment he spoke, he told his father, Fine, Auntie. The next moment, they were standing at the rock Draylin had first landed on when he crashed underneath the bridge nearby. After Draylin found his composure, the boy lost his. Draylin held him fast as he watched Sloane shoot off back towards the mountain. The boy was shaking in his arms. Before they knew it, they were surrounded by an army. An ugly man approached him. A child outside of the school? That'll get you in quite a bit of trouble. I don't do creepy man voices. That's you. You do the creepy man voice.
I do it well. Or should I say, I do it well?
You deleted something.
Yes, it was a voice came to him because then I say Tresca's voice came. So it was kind of this repetition I didn't like.
Okay.
It was weird. I mean, while you were doing the editing, I was removing more than I was adding. And I didn't like that.
You have such a short chapter and then you keep removing stuff that you feel like it was unnecessary.
Yeah, but we switched perspective to get some other information we need before we can switch perspective back to someone other. Yeah. It all hopefully flows a little bit. I'm trying. Let me know in the comments below.
Yeah, let us know if the switches seem to make sense. That they're not just jumping around.
It feels a little bit like that sometimes. But I'm not that disappointed in that.
Well, and it's not like, okay, who am I reading now? It's kind of obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think normally in your chapters, the first line is who is that chapter.
And it's like from their perspective right away. Yeah.
Oh, readjusting. Oh.
Do you have any questions about the content here?
I'm trying to figure out. So from. No, I don't know what I was going to say there. Hold on. I lost it, like instantly. You've not lost me, Sloane. You found yourself. Flo's kept me grounded, but you've taken to Rohan. His anger and aggression is unbound. Force tried to reason.
That really messed with you. What was that?
I just kept adding letters that didn't
just
belong.
That A. You put unbound twice.
I know.
You did it twice.
I've done that twice. Oh yeah, colluding too. But colluding's not a word. Colluding is not a word I recognize. Maybe it's time to go to Google. See what it says colluding is.
Oh. I'll tell you what colluding is.
Because I don't know. When I hear colluding, I think canoodling. And I'm sure those are two very...
It's more like secretive, right?
Oh, is it?
Cooperate in a secret or unlawful way in order to deceive or gain an advantage over others.
Oh.
Which is exactly what he's doing with Rowan.
And I'm very curious as to what Sloane has found and what he's decided is going to fix everything and what needs fixing. Is he talking
Sloan
about...
never is a chapter.
I know.
You don't get his perspective.
You don't get his perspective, but do you see what he actually gets done? What he's been doing
No,
with...
that won't happen for decades. Or for centuries.
Oh.
Or centuries. Long time.
Okay. Because I was thinking that maybe it comes up in the story. I'm curious as to, like, is he trying to fix the overuse issue? Is he trying... He's trying to fix the overuse issue?
Mm-hmm. And I would, if the book were done, I would speak more on to the depth of what he's saying there. But I think it might spoil the book itself if I were to try to describe what's going on.
No, that's okay. We don't have to spoil anything.
Yeah, I want to avoid the spoil, at least until the book is done.
No, yeah, please say that it'll spoil.
Maybe we should write that question down. And then at the epilogue episode, we'll throw it in there.
So why don't you make a tab over here that says epilogue episode questions?
Hey!
Epilogue questions. This is
Pure Uncut Magic.
Pum.
It's the PUM system. What was the question, though?
The question is, well, I asked what was Sloan trying to fix with Rohan.
Clicking the wrong place. Down here. What was Sloan
trying to fix with Rohan?
Oh, it wasn't. He's not using Rohan. Rohan has absolutely nothing to do with it.
Well, okay, so
what they see is it was wrong. He's not. That's why he says you think I'm colluding with.
Yeah.
He's not. But he's still friends with them. He still goes and communicates with them. He's just not. And he just maybe
is
they're
he
friends.
colluding with Freylick then?
Freylick is colluding with Rohan. Freylick is Rohan's. It's just like, how do I say this? Go-to guy. Get him anything he needs.
But who does he, I mean, anyway, so he was trying to fix something and said he found an answer. That's my question is, what was he trying to fix and what was the answer? The puppy found something to chew on and it sounds strange and I hope it's just her ball. It sounds like a cross between a bottle and a squeak toy. Oh, it is just her ball. I saw a flash of it. We're gonna have to check that, see if she didn't break into it too much.
Okay. Wonderful, wonderful.
The other thing is, and I don't know if I want to give it away just yet, something that Sloan said that you can either pass by really quick or be confused by.
What? Yeah. No, it's all, it kind of, and what my intention is there is actually to stumble the person reading because of the oddity that's being said there.
Okay.
And then we can reference it. I just don't have to speak too much past that. Where was that? Up at the top.
Right there. Your cursor's almost on it. Up one line. Yeah. So it's in this sentence here that he says something that...
right here. This in particular.
Yeah, that in particular.
And notice it's spelled differently. And that's not a typo. His father's name is Sloan and his aunt's name is Sloan. But
yes.
They're spelled differently. So it should stumble you up, but it's just what it is. That's their names.
So,
I mean, if somebody's like, if there's like 100 people saying, I want you to write the book, I'll write the book on Sloan. I'll tell you what happened about him, but this isn't Sloan's book, right?
correct.
That's kind of what's going on here.
This is not.
It's very confusing sometimes.
Sloan's book. It is
But
Tresca
Nathaniel
and
got to give out some of his
Nathaniel's.
rage.
Yeah, next chapter. Don't be leaking.
Well, I meant with the fire in his voice.
Oh. Oops. Don't be leaking.
But he's looking at him very angry.
He is.
But I think everyone knows that's inevitable.
It looks like he's about ready to be like,
Yeah.
you ready to go, boyo?
And then, yeah. That's Jessica's chapter 2.
I just want everybody to know. I have a heating pad around my neck, and it feels amazing. No, I'm not sure if there's anything in this chapter that I feel like absolutely needed to be talked about. Other than a few points here and there.
Well then.
Recap!
Is it a bad idea? Let's ask that question. In the comments below, answer the question. Was it a good idea to name 2 of the characters Sloan? And if you thought that was clever or what you thought of it, honestly, I don't really have a problem.
There is a small reason behind it.
There is a reason. Yeah, no, there's a story there.
There is a story there. And it makes total sense.
And I questioned whether or not I should do it. But I really like the idea of it. And it's not even like a huge part of the story. It has really nothing to do with this story.
Yeah. Yeah, it has nothing to do with this story other than these little tidbits with the boy. And, you know, everybody trying to stop Sloan. Sloan the Divine. Recap. Which would be editing with my wife. Which would be...
When there's, if you comment an epilogue question, you can put a, say epilogue question comment, and I'll answer questions at the end with that.
Oh, yes.
So if anyone has any questions in the comments.
Or if you ask a question and we feel like it's an epilogue question, then we'll let you know that we got your question, and we'll be answering it in the epilogue. Because, like, I didn't know my question was an epilogue question until you said it.
Mm-hmm. Well, the epilogue is going to come in probably 20 days.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe less. And we're on to the next book, A View from Above.
A View from Above.
But we're not there yet.
Little bunny.
We are on chapter 17.
Forest. Okay, so the boy and Draylin reunite. The boy and Draylin reunite. Then I was thinking Force offers an apology by way of a gift. That's not how I would word it. Force didn't really mean anything by it. It was an accident.
Oh, it was an impulse. Chapter, the third part.
Once again, introducing Sloan. Ow. And then the boy speaks.
Not really.
Well, I was doing air quotes. The boy meets an ugly old man.
Ooh. Nope, that's the wrong one.
That's the wrong vial.
Alright.
Ooh, 5 is too hot.
That's it.
That's it.
Thanks everyone for listening. Who does?
Have a good day.
Even if that's always going to be just my wife.
Bye.
Bye.